If you are buying or selling a home right now, you should be familiar with this term. That term or phrase is appraisal gap coverage. What is it and what does it mean for you? Before I get into what it is, you first need to have a general understanding of what an appraisal is. If you're not familiar, an appraisal is a neutral party's opinion of what a piece of property is worth. Appraisals are necessary when financing a home because the bank does not want to lend you more money than what the property is worth. Okay, so getting into what appraisal gap coverage is now. It's an optional term that a buyer can add into their offer. It states that if the appraisal is valued lower than what the buyer's offer price is, the buyer would then make up all or part of what the difference is. For example, if you are buying a home for $400,000 and the appraisal comes in at $375,000, then the buyer would have to come up with $25,000 more in cash to make the transaction work, or the seller would have to come down $25,000 in price to $375,000 because the bank will not finance the property for more than that appraised amount of $375,000. With appraisal gap coverage, a buyer is offering to cover all or part of that $25,000 difference from the example I just went through up front in the event that the low appraisal arises. I frequently get asked, what if the appraisal comes in higher? In that instance, nothing. It's great for the buyer because then it means they got a good deal on the property, but nothing happens. So for anyone looking to buy a home, make sure you have a grasp on how this concept works, because any home right now that has more than 5 offers in on it, there's very good odds that one of the offers has this clause written in. It may just give that offer the winning edge. For anyone looking to sell a home this year, it's important you understand this concept as well, because if you receive an offer with this appraisal gap coverage clause, it can reduce your risk of having to renegotiate a lower price later on with the buyer for your home. I did my best to break this down as simply as I could, even though it's a complicated topic. If you are still unsure about how appraisal gap coverage works, comment your question below and I'll be happy to reply and make sure I go through it so that you understand.